spray solution I have is betaine and calcium hydroxide together. So we spray both sides, let it sit, let it saturate, and then we can deal with the leaf casting part. So this side where you have the loss is the back side. All right. Okay, so we'll begin with brushing with methyl cellulose. The wrap is nice and flat, and I'm going to go ahead and brush it with methyl cellulose just around the areas where I'm doing the leaf casting, right? And if your wrap isn't flat, fully flat, you can put it in the press for a little bit and it'll flatten out. That's something that Jerry the Jitterbug does, right? So this is pretty much everything we need to do here, just this area and a couple of other areas. Okay, let's begin. Let's see, I need here roughly 20 mils of my furnish to go in here, right? And notice that I do things when they're wet, and I keep it wet. There is no suction table here, so keep the furnish suspended in water essentially, and the drying at the end is from the top part, right? Like I covered this eventually with Rimet and paper towels, and that's how it ends up pulling out the water, and you get the strong adhesion of the pulp to the hydrogen bonds, you know. All right, so this is not quite all of it yet. There's another 10 mils. So I'm gonna wait for it to settle. And then what I'm gonna do is get my sponges, at least one sponge should do here. Put it on this side like this. Throw some of that water out. And then continue on adding the other 10 mils. That seems like enough. I still have another 5 mils here I could add, but I'm gonna withhold it. Looks like it's enough here for the second wrap, is what we're doing here. And this, I can use this for the back side. So once I finish with this, I can let it dry in the press for 2 hours and then flip it around and then do the other side and then do it. And this way you can hide those sharp lines that appear there. This one here isn't going to take much, just like some furnish dust essentially. So I'm going to estimate that. This is enough. And you could hide the ferric chloride staining here with some furnish. And this area here gonna get just barely just a little bit, just to cover, let the fibers penetrate through the cracks of the rib and let them go in there. And there is Tengujo here too on top, so that's pretty strong adhesion you'll end up with. And I'm putting the furnish just in the area of the furnish, not on top of the graphic. Top of the graphic has already some Tengujo on it. And then there's this area here, a little bit furnish should do. And finally, 5 mils to this area. We'll do it. I have here less than 5 mils, so I've got to get some more. Okay, that's about 5 mil. It's like 4 mils. That's all right. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. All right. All the other wraps, I'll do them the same way, and this one will need some here. Oops, went over the graphic, that's all right. It does go over the traffic, and you just use a brush with, this is with methyl cellulose, and just brush it out or rearrange it. Okay, and the last mill goes around here like this. Formation aid makes it easy to rearrange the fibers, right? You don't want too much formation aid. And formation aid is good for a while, actually. I was under the impression after 8 hours you want to get rid of it, but actually it's still holding even like a day later, right? So otherwise I'll just make more furnish if it stopped working, or not add more formation aid to my furnish. I don't think it matters, honestly. I think you could still use the same furnish with additional formation aid. All right, I think we're good here. I think just a little bit more here, because this one still needs the other amount that I didn't add yet. So we'll add it now. It's mainly like this area here. Okay, that's good enough. Now we'll use either a brush or spatula just to arrange the fibers better, right? It's actually pretty good. And I'm rolling my Rimet here like this. I'm using Jerry the Jitterbug. Shout out to him for inventing this method of rolling the Rimet and then putting it on the top. Here there's a little bit missing, so I'm gonna add a bit of furnish to that. Right, just not, okay, that's way too much, but we'll deal with it. So we put it on the top like this, and you just roll it out. And there you go. Good method, Jerry. Good method. Okay, thank you guys. So this is gonna get now paper towels on the top. Slight drying. You don't want to push down. You just want to put the paper towel on the top, let them absorb some of the liquid, and then change the paper towels. Put dried paper towels on, and then stick it in the press. So this is the first drying period. So you can see the water is being pulled now into the paper towels. This is the suction that you get with the suction table, essentially, right? I didn't press hard because you don't want to dislodge the fiber from where it is at. Just try to get as much water as possible, very, very lightly, right? And now we change paper towels. And into the press it goes. So it's been in the press for a couple of hours now. What I'm going to do is invert it to the other side, which is going to be getting just some furnish dust and to hide some of these jarred lines, right? Over here especially, right? And now I use the micropipetters and I just simply add a bit of furnish dust to the areas around the leaf cast. Not much, just enough to hide these lines a little bit, right? I do the same here. That's it. And then the rest, what you could do is go with a spatula and just ensure their even distribution almost, right? Better to just let it be. This is fun. This is good to go. So now we're gonna cover it again with the Rimet and paper towels, and back in the press it goes.